All right, good morning and welcome to the Houston Rock Shop. Today we're going to be introducing a new product that we're going to be offering. Before we get started, I'm going to do a quick introduction. We are the owners of the Houston Rock Shop located in Houston, Texas. We do ship nationwide, including Canada and Hawaii. Now, one of the distinctions we have as a company is that we are not a retailer, we are not a wholesaler, we're not a distributor, we're mine direct, okay? So the highest tier. Now, that does not, what it does is it allows you to buy things better quality at a better price without getting into the super cheap stuff, okay? And what I mean by that is our prices for what you get is negligible against a very low end product. In other words, you're getting same amount except a much higher quality at marginally a little bit more, okay? Beyond that, let me show you a live video. Now, again, we have different types of geodes we've all seen, and they go by many different names. So let's kick it on real quick. Now this is on a spinning wheel. Now one of the things that I like to show you is when you deal with smaller type geodes, you have small, medium, and large, and then you graduate up to the 1 foot geodes. Once you get past that a little bit further, you get into cathedrals, okay? These are smaller ones. Now, what makes our product distinct against eBay, Etsy, and all the other people that flood that product from China and Asia and all these other places in Russia is the fact that if you look very closely at the video, we deal in AA. It means that all of our product is crystallized. As a guarantee to our company, we can guarantee at least 50%, but normally around 95%. So you can see a high level of crystallization. One of the things that I've noticed is a lot of people will show photos of crystallized geodes and the three major players, e-commerce sites, but the reality of it is 97% of what you're going to get is not going to have a single crystal in it, okay? And so that's one of the differentiating factors. We don't deal in B grades and D grades, okay? These are A to AA, and they're generally all crystallized. You have a broader range of colors, around 30 different types of crystallization, and then the crystal formations inside can be anything from real fine all the way up to medium and large protruding crystals, along with inclusions, which means other minerals that may have grown inside of that crystal as well. Now, typically, I don't make any distinction in those sizes there. Sometimes they're small, sometimes they're medium, sometimes they're large. The more you buy, the more of the little variety you get. One thing I can say is we're probably not going to get past the 2-inch mark on this particular type. Now, what I'd like to do is take you over on our website. I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and we'll come back to that. So, let's see if I can get it moved around. We're going to go over here, Geodes. And we're going to click on that and take a look. So here's some earlier photos that I had taken from earlier in the year. And as you can see, it's a good product. You've seen it live. So there's no color editing. There's no wetting. There's no cherry picking. This is live cases that we get. And that's another thing that I've noticed is people will try to use editing software to contrast the hell out of pictures in order to make it seem a little bit more glamorous of a product than it really is. And so that is what it is. So we don't really need to bait and switch. All of our stuff is pretty much crystallized. It's a pretty awesome product, and it's light years ahead of all the low tier stuff that I see. We also don't engage in cutting the process. In other words, taking a half a case and dumping trash geodes. A long time ago in the market, these guys in Brazil, Mexico, Morocco, and so on would just deliver the AA's, and then somebody decided the brilliant idea of all the junk geodes they cut in half to box them up and sell them real cheap. Problem is, when you deliver products, subpar product like that, junk in a box, then that's all it really is. It doesn't help the people that we work with, which are artisans, crafters, jewelry makers, and wholesalers. Being mine direct means we're selling to the retailer, we're selling to the distributor, we're selling to the wholesaler. And so you've got to have a good product. So what does that mean in terms of price? Well, let's get back to the video real quick, and we'll talk about the terms of price. So it's negligible. So you go out there on one of the big three websites and buy this product, and really what you would end up with is the lowest tier junk you can get. And then, there are some good sellers, don't get me wrong. But the reality of it is, for a negligible amount of money more, you have the best on the market by a massive gap. So now, out of the curiosity of geodes, as many of you know, they're all over the country, and as a lot more people may know, they call them thunder eggs, geodes, and these are all cut. They're cut, sliced, and polished, checked for quality, and yeah, they're pretty good products. We intend on carrying pairs, and these are not pairs. We do not have the ability to pair them, but we intend on probably carrying pairs pretty soon. And this is only one of many varieties of types of geodes we carry as well. So I wanted to make sure you guys got a good introduction to that. I'm going to include a link in the website and so on again throughout the video's description and the comments section. Now, one of the other things I'd like to talk about is, if you guys are looking for amethyst, that's a possibility. About 3% of all that we receive will have some amethyst. Now, if you live in and around the Houston area, we have a senior that we've hired that can allow you to come pick it up, and you can cherry pick a little bit, okay? But we will not be taking any specific requests to find the 3% of all amethyst, small amethyst geodes we have to dig through every box to do that, okay? We will take custom orders and so on, and do QC, quality inspection on them. But we won't be able to just cherry pick the very few, because they're going to be honestly, amethyst and this small of geodes are kind of a rare deal, and so I'd rather not. Now let's talk about the company in principle and who we are and how we handle our shipping and other issues. The Houston Rock Shop has this one position, and it's simply this: if you order today, we ship tomorrow. If your order's over 13 ounces, you can be rest assured it goes out priority mail. We don't waste any time with that. People get aggravated when they can't get it quickly. If you happen to live in the region or the area, then we work it out, and you can schedule a time in which you can pick up your product or even dig through it. What we cannot do is bring out 13,000 products to our employees' home and then have you dig through it, okay? That's not going to work. What we can do is bring out a smaller ratio, a couple hundred of a product or two, and then let you take a look from there. Beyond that, customer service, that's one of the staples of our company. Over time, over 20 years looking at geodes and other crystals and minerals and dealing with other companies that are at different levels, one thing I've noticed is customer service always lacks. You've always got, in many ways, don't answer the phone, don't answer the email. If they do, this a week later. Sometimes you even, and I've noticed a high propensity for condescending and even rude employees, and so we've eliminated process in my company. If anybody engages in being rude or doesn't want to actually earn their paycheck and help you guys, then they won't be working for my company. Beyond that, we take on custom orders. So I want to be very clear. One of the primary things that we're focused on in the company is working with people that have very specific needs. That's an irritant to most companies. They rather process product like cattle. We do not. We quite enjoy mixing, matching, and so on. And we take orders all the way from individuals and jewelers all the way up to large companies. That way you're able to get precisely what you want. So if you're looking for a company that can work with you, talk to you, get with you, respect, be mindful of your time, ship quickly, and give you killer service, then that would be the Houston Rock Shop. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure and an honor speaking with you. We'll be rolling out products about every other day for the next 2 years. It takes a long time, and I'm very meticulous about videos and pictures that we take of our products, and I like to make sure we get things right the first time. Don't just slap it on the website. All right, guys, and the last thing I'm going to tell you is we are strictly online. Unless you live in the area, and then again, you can meet up with one of our employees. We can bring out some samples. I think that you'll find that our geodes are top-notch, comparable to the rest of the market. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye-bye.